Hello and welcome, my lovely Capricorns. This is your card in tarot. It is the Devil card. Your mantra is, I use, and your message is, with one leap, you can be free. Alright, very sexy card too, because these are getting trapped in things that we like. Alright, just an announcement. I will do another live on August 15th at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time this time for the full moon in Aquarius. I've done 2 lives the past 2 Thursdays, one for the Lionsgate portal and one for the new black moon. And I did 12 sign readings for them. The links are below. They're time stamped for each sign, but I'm not going to do it again for a bit. It's quite tasking for me energy-wise, and I will just be doing 4 to 6 personal readings for however Spirit guides me or whoever shows up. In a preparation to begin to offer that on my site as a service, personal readings. All right. Thank you for supporting my channel. Even your views are quite assisting in getting my channel going. Please continue to like, subscribe, share, comment. If the spirit moves you, please tip or donate. My link is below. That is paypal.me/BridgetCloverQueen. All right. This is also your weekly and energy card reading for the week of August 12th through August 18th, 2019. This is a general reading for my Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and House positions, but still will not apply to all. However, do hang around for the entirety of the reading for collective Capricorn messages that might pop up. Me being the Queen of Clovers, my readings tend to focus on life, craft, action, nurturing ourselves and others, and using our will for the highest good and calling. All right, so lots of fire in the sky still. We have Leo. We still have Sun and Venus in Leo, and the last new moon, that super black moon, was in Leo as well. Remember, this is passion, warmth of heart, and our time to shine, and limitless energies. I pulled the Sun card for our intentions, for all that fire in the sky, but also for that Lionsgate portal energy that is over us. This is a lining of the star Sirius, our spiritual sun, with the pyramids at Giza, a time where the heavens above us are open, a portal, so our prayers rise faster, higher, and even our loved ones are available to us to hear our prayers. This is also pulling out certain aspects of your soul closer to the surface for your use. The portal closes on August 12th. And that is going to be a time to go with this new spiritual you that has come. All right, we also have Jupiter in Sagittarius going direct on the 11th. And this is work and paycheck versus effort and fortune. This has been a review of our honesty, either explicitly or an examination of our honesty in relationship to luck and abundance. Have we been doing the work? Because the card for Jupiter is the World card. It is the card of coming into completion, the card of 21 that basically says you've done the work, you've gotten this far, here are your rewards, spiritual and otherwise. If you've done the work, you can expect those rewards to come in and bless you, even from the heavens. And don't forget about that full moon in Aquarius coming August 15th. Again, check out my live, but we'll talk about those energies later this week. Let's get to the reading here for my Capricorns. I know some of you chickened out with your fire signs, some of you did not. I have a couple Caps in my office that I watch because they are pursuing a fire sign. This energy is so good. You guys are quite sweet in love, and I've never felt that before. Lots of cards to start. I'm just going to kind of see what comes up. All right, so when you approached your for those of you that did approach that fire sign, I feel like you kind of feel like a little bit left out in the cold. I think you might have came in a little too hard. I think it made them nervous about giving you the go-ahead, the permission to move forward, and the permission to come together. It kind of felt like, I think it was a little bit of a surprise. I did feel that coming. I told you guys to come in gently because I think this might have been a shock to them, and they might have pulled back from you. But I also have this energy of you trying to balance your head over heart. You're definitely leaning towards your heart in ways you haven't before. This has you in the hangman position, thinking, what is happening? Did I make a mistake? Did I imbalance things? Did I go too lovey-dovey? Did I offer them too much in a way that isn't natural in approaching somebody for a relationship? But moreover, this just feels like you are in that tentative position as like, what did I do wrong? Did I lose my opportunity? You really have to look at this from a different perspective. I don't think it has anything to do with you, whatever you feel out in the cold about it. It's not necessarily about that fire sign, but it feels like you made a move. I know you guys made movements towards certain energies last week. And I just feel like you did not get the go-ahead, and you're not really sure if you went a little too lovey-dovey or a little too logical. There's something about it that you're just really playing in your head over and over and over. And what you need to do is find peace and calm and light, because you're going to come to find that the rejection really wasn't as hard a rejection as you realize. It's up to you if you want to try again or move forward or make this person a friend and not a lover. But most importantly, it really wasn't about you. And that's the important thing. I'm not necessarily saying you should try again or this person will accept you or you will be accepted in this situation. Or it does feel like you might be banging your head against the wall if you stay with it too long. But it also feels like somebody is approaching you, a water sign. A water sign to my caps, and somebody, this could be it could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but moreover, it's somebody who's feeling lovey-dovey, somebody who's more available to love than your last try. And it's also somebody who's feeling young at heart. Their heart is open, and you have an opportunity of 10 of Pentacles with this person. Now, this might not be a water sign in your midst. You might be pulling on this energy. You might realize your heart has been a bit closed. Even though you're re-examining this situation, I really do feel it has to do with love. This could be your energy in terms of, I need to open up my heart. But like I said, this rejection really had nothing to do with you. It's coming from a different place from the other person. Just dealing with their own shit. And basically, but you're going to be able to keep your heart open. You're going to be able to remain vulnerable and open even though you have a bit of a rejection or a turn down. I think it's not very painful is what is kind of weird or interesting. It's not painful. It's not it's just not painful. It's just, and if you do have a lot hinged in this, if you're like totally head over heels in this thing, it's like half a rejection maybe. This person, the person you approached, it's them, it's their chaos, it's their, oh my gosh, I cannot move forward in this, and if you knew what was going on in somewhere else kind of thing. And you know that. And they were very honest with you, so it's not like, it wasn't like a full out, it's a lot of cards, my loves. It doesn't feel out like you asked somebody out and they said, ew. No, it's not that at all. And also possibly, they did not think that you were, that interested. They didn't think it was, yeah, there's something here that it really doesn't have to do with you as anything. So this is the Four of Cups in reverse. This is the possibility of moving forward in love, even if you don't have exactly what you want. It has that your heart is going to be okay. Your heart's kind of upside down, emptying out those cups. You're just kind of like, you're going to have pout over this or be upset over this. It's not going to feel, it doesn't feel good to be left out in the cold. And a King of Swords. This is a King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I have the Magician, who is also a master physical manifester, but not manifesting. A King of Swords, a Knight of Swords, a lot of air energy, and the Death card in reverse. Okay. This is really weird because I don't feel this is you at all. I feel like I just got the explanation as to why you may have been rejected, and it is because there is there's another king in the energy. There's King of Swords, this air sign. And this air sign in the story here is creating a lack of love, a dissatisfaction with the current moment, and they're blocking manifestation. They're stopping some kind of movement forward for the other person you have your eye on. And their King of Swords is really coming at them as a Knight of Swords. And they're just stuck in the energy. They're stuck in that death energy. It's like this person is being immature and not communicating, and your person has to make decisions based on that. And they're kind of stuck. They're having difficulty making decisions on their own apart from this past love interest or this past person that is affecting them, that is making them not consider you. They're just sitting in that energy like, I don't know how to make a decision because this person isn't communicating me. They have to make that decision on their own. They have to remove this person from their life on their own to bring about their own, to bring an end to that Four of Cups. But in reverse, it is coming to an end. They're realizing their cups are empty. So it's not, it's just something they have to work through, either karmically or otherwise. Either karmically or otherwise, they have to work through that energy themselves. And you don't want them in this state anyway, because they'll be thinking about somebody else. They need to overcome this by themselves. The King of Cups in reverse. This is Pisces. I'm sorry, this is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Maybe in your midst, they are in reverse. This is definitely being selfish. And the Fool, this is somebody being selfish, not willing to act. Somebody who is withholding their love, even withholding their care and affection. And they're not moving forward as well. This is a stuck energy. This kind of feels like your energy. You just, because there was out in the cold energy, I feel like you're not moving forward. Even though you're not a water sign, I feel like you have encountered a love situation that has put you upside down. And you're kind of, even though I told you, you kind of want to keep your heart open and feeling young and being vulnerable to the possibilities of a really nice love. You are going to take a moment and you're not going to leave home. You might bed down for a little bit and ice cream out a little bit just to get over this little hurt. But you definitely want to keep that open eye of the Six of Swords. This is escape with someone's help, but this is also just genuinely escape. You're going to do a little escaping. I feel this card is escapism. I'm going to go into my hole and my hobby and my projects, Cap, and just focus on those for just a little bit before I even think about what happened and what decision I want to make moving forward. That's actually a really good decision. I do it. That's how I deal with things. I do pull away. Just be careful you're not pulling away at the wrong time, especially when people need you, or people need you, or you need to be among people. It's just like when you get burned, you're just going to pull away from that stove, but it's not like you're never going to cook again, kind of thing. All right, let's pull some lines of clarity for my loves. I am very slow today. I'm sorry. I do apologize for that. I do have the Four of Diamonds. This is building your resources. Yes, I knew you were going to look away from love for as long as possible to get a little distance between what has happened last week and what is coming into now. This is a resting card. This is a building card. It is definitely building your resources, and this is definitely using your public image, your energy, your presentation. You're making it look good, but you feel a little precariously perched. You feel a little tied up in this, but you're not showing it. You're just basically making everyone think everything's good. I'm just building up my castle, building up my pants with my Four of Diamonds. Everything's fine, even though you feel like you're kind of stuck. You're going to come into new knowing, a new inspiration, and a new understanding. Absolutely an upright fire. And the reason this is important is because the Hanged Man was in the tarot spread, and this means you're going to come into that knowing, and it's going to be an ability to move forward in something. You're understanding that what you are and what you want, and Two of Hearts. This is connecting with somebody in love, chemistry, alchemy. This new understanding opens the doorway to love. Let's get some clarity on that. Let's let's get some clarity. Let's see, because I know you had a little bit of a loss in love, a little bit of a strike down for some of you. Some of you might have done okay, but then the other person is just so encumbered. But this is going to be a victory that kind of hurts. Sometimes love hurts. And it shouldn't hurt forever. It should be just a moment. Sometimes you have to give up things for love. You know, I'm talking like drinking and whoring and whatever. I'm not talking about, you know, your golfing hobby or whatever you like to do, or you collect Beanie Babies or something. You should never have to give that up for love. But there is something, and it's mostly your rough edges with Swords, Six of Swords. It's a victory, but it is a Pyrrhic victory. It didn't feel like you won, even though it's clear you won. But you had to let something go to be able to come to this point. This is Seven of Wands. This is defending your position. You know exactly what you want. You know you're going to fight for it. It's worth fighting for. You know it's worth fighting for love. And even though you're disappointed in this love, part of you still knows it's really good and there's a chance there for something great. Sometimes just asking somebody out or approaching somebody a little differently might throw them off the first time, but what you have planted is the seed of you as a potential candidate as an option. Sevens can be option cards or seeking solutions as well. And this can open up to you being an option for them that wasn't even there before. It's like putting yourself on their radar. And while you're disappointed in love and you're a little, maybe it wasn't a good idea, you're on their radar now. You're kind of in their consciousness, as in a brighter possibility, more hopeful future, a less encumbered living. If you're well pentacled, I know you do struggle with love and money coming together. It's going to be an issue in this relationship because of that. Because you are quite a catch. I feel Capricorns are, male or female. I feel like you guys are well manifested, and you guys are even balancing a lot of your love energy. Yeah, you're going to come in at a 10 of Pence. I don't know why I'm always so unsurprised that Capricorns get completions in finance and projects in order. It's where you put your energy, when it's uncomfortable anywhere else. So again, a financial completion. This feels a little luxurious. It feels like spending money on yourself to make yourself feel better. And trust me, it's going to work. Spirit says, yes, it's time to dip in the coffers and maybe splurge a little to massage your heart back into life. Okay. Jack of Diamonds. This is you coming out, man. Young entrepreneur card. You're going to refresh in yourself. Like I said, you're just going to spend a little money on yourself to cheer you up. You know how to do this properly with an activity, a vacation, or a trip. But whatever it is, when you come back, as soon as you come back, you are going to end up with the Five of Pence. Now, the Five of Pence is definitely that being left in the cold card, and you're going to realize here, this is kind of a painful lesson for my Cappies. All of you, pay attention. Just because you have a full bank account and everything is going sweetly together, you don't always feel like your value is present. Because some of you focus on corporation, on work way too much, on building your value way too much. So much so that when it comes time to look up, you find yourself a little alone. It's definitely a method of distraction for you. It's a good method of distractions because it completely clears your mind and energy. And when you come back to sit in this energy of this rough Five of Hearts moment, I really think you're going to be okay. I think you're going to be able to process it quite easily once you get there. All right, thank you for sharing your energy with me, Cappies. I know it's a tough, crazy time for you. Reaching out as you are, please do not close your heart. It is so beautiful. Have a great week. And definitely check out my live Thursday, August 15th at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will do free readings and for the Aquarius full moon. And have a very lovely week, my darling Capricorns.